So good morning, learner, and welcome to today's lesson. In our previous lesson, we did squares of fractions. I want us to do square roots. So it's the opposite of squares, learner. So we're going to deal with fractions. Like for example, let me just think about all numbers, squares of all numbers. If you are given 16, can you be able to get the square root of 16? And the root sign, this is what we call the root sign. You see, Lana is different from what you call division sign. Division sign looks like this, but root sign will look like this. So in this case, Lana, you are told find the square root of this. So what do you do, Lana? You get 16. Use what you call the factorization method. You divide by 2. Look at this number. I can divide this number. So 16 divided by 2, you will get 8. Then you still continue dividing by 2 because 2 can divide this number. 8 divided by 2, you get 4. 2 can also divide this number. 4 divided by 2, you get 2. 2 can also be divided by 2 to get 1. So these are the factors of 16. So you get 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So for us to be able to get the square root, in each number here, in each pair means two numbers that look the same. So in each pair, you pick one number. So between 2 and 2, you pick 1, 2. Then you multiply by, here you pick also 1, 2. And so the square root of 16 is going to be the product of these. 2 times 2 give you 4. So if you multiply 4 times 4, it's going to give you 16. That's why we are saying the square root is the opposite of square. What do those numbers are to multiply? What is that number you multiply by itself to give you this? And you find that the number is 4. So I want us to go straight to the square roots of fractions. And here we're going to look at some examples here. The square root of let's begin from a square. So the square of 2 over 7 is simply, what is square of 2 over 7, Lana? So 2 over 7 means you square that number and you get 4 over 49. So the square of 2 over 7 is 4 over 49. So how do we go back to 2 over 7? It's easy. You can go back to 2 over 7 by now getting the square root of 4 and the square root of 49. You get the square root of the numerator and you get the square root of the denominator. So what is that number that we multiply by itself to get 4? That number is 2. And what is that number we multiply by itself to get 49? That number is 7. So you see that we go back to 2 over 7. So now let's look at this. What is the square root of? What is the square root? What is the square root of a mixed number here? 3 and 6 over 25. 3 and 6 over 25. So now, whenever you're given a question like this, you get 3, 6 over 25. You convert this in proper fraction. Remember we say you multiply here and then add this number here. So that's rule number 1. So 25 times 3 is 75. 75 plus 6 is 81. 81 over 25. So from there on you go ahead and look for the square root of the numerator and the square root of the denominator. So what is the square root of 81? What is that number we multiply by itself to get us 81? The number is 9 over, what is the square root of 25? So you're getting square roots of both numbers, the numerator and the denominator. And I must see you doing this. Get the square root of this and get the square root of this. 25, how do we get, what is that number we multiply by itself? To get 25, it's 5. 5 times 5 is 25, 9 times 9 is 81. And so this gives you the square root. So the square root is 9 over 5. And if you look at this, Lana, 9 is bigger than 5. So when the numerator is bigger than the denominator, we must divide. So we are going to divide 9 and 5. Don't leave it at this point because it's a square root. No, you divide it. So by 5, 1 here you get 5, you get 4. And so your answer will be 1, this one here, and the remainder 4 over 5. So this is going to be the square root of 3 and 6 over 25. I want to give you more examples. Find the square root of, find the square root of, find the square root of 3 and 1 over 16, 3 and 1 over 16. So we are looking for this. So what are you supposed to do, Lana? We are going to multiply 16 times 3 to give you 48 plus 1. That's going to be 49 over 16. From there, we go on both sides. Get the square root of this and get the square root of this. What is that number that you multiply by 7 to give you 49? The number is 7. So that becomes the square root of 49 is 7. And what is that number you multiply with itself to give you 16? The number is 4. So you're going to get 7 over 4. But you cannot do it like this, Lana. We are supposed to divide. So 4 gets into 7 one time, you get 4. So 7 minus 4 is 3. The remainder is 3 over 4. Now I'm doing that because I understand that you know how to get the square root. If you don't know how to get the square root, Lana, you're going to use what we call the factorization method. You get 49 and ask yourself, what is that this number that divides 49? The only number that divides 49 is 7. So you say 49 divided by 7, you get 7. You don't need this 7 like this. You go ahead. What is that number that divides 7? 7 divided by 7, you get 1. So these are the factors, the prime factors of 49. So 49 is equals to 7 times 7. And so you only pick 1. So you say in each pair you pick 1. So you pick 1, 7. So the square root of 49 is going to be 7. In the other case of 16, I think I explained what you're supposed to do. You get your 16, prime factorization number. You begin with the smallest number. So what is that smallest number that will divide this number? The number is 2. 16 divided by 2, you get 8. Can that smaller number continue dividing here? Yes. 8 can be divided by 2, you get 4. You don't move to the next number without exhausting the first number you are dividing with. So you continue dividing by 2. 4 divided by 2, you get 2. 2 divided by 2, again you get 1. So on this side, you are supposed to always have 1. So these are the prime factors of 16. So you are going to get 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So I said in each pair, you pair them, group them into 2. You pick one number, then it does into 2, you pick one number. So if you 2 times 2, it's going to be 4. You are seeing them 4 there now. That's why I'm assuming that you can use the prime factorization to get the square root. Let me give you another example, Lana, of a question like find the square root of 7 and 1 over 9. 7, 1 over 9. We are getting the square root. So number 1 is to change this into a fraction. 7 times 9 is 63 plus 1, 64 over this 9 here. The square root of that and the square root of that. Don't get square root of 1 and leave the other one. You must get both numbers. So the square root of 64 is simply 8. What is that number do you multiply with itself to get with 64? The number is 8. 8 times 8 is 64. Over 9. 9, the square root of 9 is 3. 3 times 3 give you 9. So here we have 8 over 3. 8 over 3 you must divide, you get 2 times. 3 times 2 is 6. 8 minus 6 is 2. Then over this one, 3. So this is going to be your answer. So 64, prime factorization 2, that's 2. Divide by 2, that's 2 divided by 2. 16, divide by 2, 8. Divide by 2, 4. Divide by 2, 2. Divide by 2, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 times 6. 2 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In each pair you pick 1. What is that, Lana? 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. You can be able to see the square root of 64 is 8. Then the square root of 9. You get your 9 here, Lana. Get your 9. 9. The only number that divides 9 is 3. The least number that divides 9 is 3. Don't say 9, Nana. You get it wrong. I know 9 can divide 9, but that's wrong. You begin with the least number that divides 9. So 3 can divide 9. So you say 9 divided by 3, you get 3. This 3 can be divided by 3. So you put that inverted to be like that. you say 3 divided by 3, you get 1. You must always get 1 here. So these are the prime factorization. So 3 times 3, you pick one number, which is 3. So the square root of 9, remember we have said in each pair means in each two numbers, you pick one number. So this will be 3. The square root of 9 is going to be 3. Then after reaching there, learner, you see the numerator is bigger than the denominator. I am going to divide that to get the answer. I'm going to do the last question and allow you to be able to calculate the others and get answers for me. I'm going to give you one like, what is the square root of 12 and a quarter? The square root of 12 and a quarter. See what I'm doing, learner? This is going to be changed into a fraction. That means 4 times 12, 48 plus 1. That is going to be 49 or 4. Then get the square root of both sides, the numerator and the denominator. So 49, the square root of 49 we have just said is 7. So you don't need to continue doing it there. The square root of 4 is 2. So you are going to have 7 over 2. But look here, the numerator is bigger compared to the denominator. You are going to divide that. So 2 divided by 7. 3 times you get 6, made with 1. So you write this 3 and the remainder 1 over this one, 2. So the square root of 12 and a quarter is 3 and a half. So that's how we are supposed to do it now. So I don't want to continue doing a lot of questions here until we have some of them to do. So I want to give you an exercise. That is exercise 4 on page 57. And the work is running from number 1 to 4. And remember these are A, B, C, and D. I want you to practice on this. Do all this work and ensure that you get the right questions for me. So until next time, learner, I want to wish you a very busy weekend as you go for your weekend. Ensure that you do all those questions. Go back to the test papers in the Spotlight book. Get all questions that relate to these square roots of numbers and squares of numbers, and be able to differentiate when to get the square root and when to get the square of numbers. I want to wish you a blessed weekend ahead, and may God bless you.